Co-CEO of Propagate Content. He is the former co-chairman of NBC Entertainment. And it's great to have you back, Ben. Let's start right there with the results we got from Netflix. Your initial thoughts?
Well, I think it's clear that the international investment that they made early is paying off with over 2/3 of their subscribers, and as they're calling it, audience overseas. And I think scale is unbelievably important to advertisers. And so the ability to reach that many consumers through one platform, I think, is going to unlock a lot of opportunity for them. And also, as so many products are global and global CMOs and CEOs don't have a means to go global outside of the social media platforms. And I just think contextualizing yourself with premium content, with high-end content, as Netflix produces, is such a better environment than being around more haphazard content that you may not have control over or even like the context of.
So where do you think that those growing ad dollars to Netflix come from? Do they come from things like social media and other online, online venues and platforms, or do they come from other media companies?
I think it's the combination, right? They've obviously been competing with traditional media companies since they, turned from DVDs to original content. So clearly there's money there. But also, I really do think there's so much money in the social, and their biggest competitor now is looking more like YouTube than Disney from the past. And I think they will have opportunities as they deliver global audience to go after those dollars and the premium context of how they produce high-end content. If you're an advertiser and you want to be in safe zones and zones around content you trust that is really vetted and 4-quadrant, and I think they have that ability to really take from social, where there is a lot of anxiety among parents and a lot of anger among constituents of how unfettered the social media platforms are in their delivery of content.
So in light of that, how important is sports and live events now and the build out of that for Netflix?
Well, we make the Untold franchise. We're dropping some new ones coming up, which is one of their early stage pieces of content, sports related, and the best sports doc series in the world. And I think when they start adding these live events, that's only going to trigger more advertising dollars. It's obviously as well going to galvanize an audience to watch something in one moment, right? This has been a service that served a need. It created a la carte, on-demand opportunities for you to watch whatever it was that they had on the service whenever you wanted it. And that's a disparate audience that's not all going to be aggregated in the same moment. Live sports is going to deliver that audience in that moment. And I bet they're going to start betting on sports that can deliver that audience around the world, not just in the US or in France or in Argentina. And I think they'll pay for itself, those investments, very quickly because of the scale they have to reach such a global audience. If you look at a US player who's buying the rights to a NFL game, they're not selling that game internationally. Their money is only made within the US market or the territory that they license, maybe North America, whereas they'll be able to monetize those products around the world. And football specifically, you're watching grow in places like Melbourne and Germany and Mexico, where the NFL is taking it. So I think there's going to be a lot of opportunity for them to continue to do that. They do need to continue to invest in premium content at a high level. Apple stuff is getting really good, and Amazon made a change in leadership, and I bet their stuff gets better. So they need to continue to focus on that.
Okay.